Grell, Greil, Marcus has a chapter on this song in his book, The History of Rock and Roll in 10 Songs. According to Marcus, in quotes, transmission is not an argument. It's a dramatization of the realization that the act of listening to the radio is a suicidal gesture. It will kill your mind. It will rob your soul. That's fascinating. Wow. Yeah. I would say that about television, right? And I would actually say social media. You ever go on Twitter or other stuff like that? That will kill your mind too. Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Into the Music. My name is Greg. I'm going to react to a song by Joy Division, Transmission. And this is a song that I heard accidentally when I was reacting to the last one, Heart and Soul. Actually, let me pull it back a little bit in case some of you don't know. This is now going to be the fourth Joy Division song reacted to on this channel. The first one was Love Will Tear Us Apart. That was about a year ago. Everyone on this planet knows that song, and if they don't, well, they should. They'll be better off for it. It's amazing, right? And then Atmosphere was the next one, and then Heart and Soul was actually one that I did going solo in early October. And so the video that I used on that one, that person who created that put like several songs in that audio video recording, including Transmission. So even though I was kind of hell bent on doing Heart and Soul, as I was kind of like making my way through the video, I heard a little bit of that song, Transmission. I was like, oh no, oh my God, that has to be like the next one. I actually did that. I went, oh my God. So I kind of stopped it and put it away, and I'm like, for the next time. So without further ado, right? Transmission, Joy Division. No. That bass was filthy. Holy crap. That bass line right leading to the first verse. Holy moly, that was intense. That was amazing. I think that's easily my favorite Joy Division song. Uh, wow, that was so good. All right, let me gather my thoughts together, and we'll talk on the other side. I think I have a lot to say. So I had a few minutes to kind of like get my composure because I know I sounded so damn serious. Oh my God, this is great. It's the best one. Um, I don't know. Sometimes songs like that just hit me like that, you know? They just um a revelation. Well, you know, I I really, had a good feeling about this one because as I said, on the other side, I had heard this song when I was listening to Heart and Soul. Um, and it just sounded so good. And I mean, I would have been shocked if I didn't like it. But it was even better than what I thought. Um, it just it is to me, because I haven't done so many Joy Division songs, right? This is only the fourth one. Uh, this one is just like the hardest sounding one. I mean, and if everyone knows me, right, I'm pretty eclectic. It's wide ranging sort of taste here. I don't need to have everything hard and guitar and oh my God, no. I mean, it could be atmospheric and artsy and slow, and it could be dance. I mean, it could be whatever, right? It just has to, it's that magical sort of mystery thing about music, and about anything, why does someone like this and someone else doesn't like that and like this and like that and that, whatever. But yeah, but I love this. I think this is their best song to me, you know, personally to me. This is my favorite. And his voice is so strong. And I think it's one of the faster ones too. You know, it just and it didn't sound like around that time. Because he passed away in 1980. So we're talking about 40 years ago. That's crazy. Um, wow. This song does not sound like 40 years old. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Anyway, what do I like about the song? Everything. I mean, that bass in the beginning was tremendous. It was so good. It was so freaking good. It was nasty. Um, the guitar, it just had that sort of harder rock sound um, that you don't. Me personally, I don't really associate with Joy Division. It's more of like a new wave, dance electronic kind of sound. Um, but this one, it had some of that, absolutely, but just that harder sound. It was just so interesting. Again, his voice was so strong. It was so strong. I mean, his voice is good, right? On the other songs that I've heard. Um, but I just think that, it was just, light years, the best vocals that I've heard from him. Uh, yeah. So uh, let me know, because I'm sure people are right now going, there's better songs or there's better, vocals from it in. Well, great. You know, that means to me the bar is raised high right now. So let me know those songs. I'm definitely on a journey with this band. Okay. So drop those breadcrumbs. So let me get into, oh, and there was something about, I was thinking it actually, when I pulled back to talk about the bass, and then I just wanted to kind of let the rest of the song ride through. I was so tempted to stop it at one point. This reminded me of a song, and I was like, but it just I couldn't get my fingers on it. And then right towards the end, I was like, no. So then the reaction stopped, um, and I got myself together, right. And when I was thinking about it, I'm going to throw it out there. Billy Idol's "Eyes Without a Face." you, there's that, and I actually pull up the lyrics. There's that middle part, or there's that break, right? Um, in that song, when he goes, "When you hear the music, you make a dip into someone else's pocket, then make a slip, steal a car, go to Las Vegas, oh, jiggle a pool. I'm on a bus on a psychedelic trip, reading murder books, trying to stay hip. I'm thinking of you, and you're out there, so say your prayers. That is a two chord thing, right? And it's like, nah, nah, nah. Yeah, yeah. I just wonder if Billy Idol, and forgot the name of the guitarist. He had a real hot playing guitarist. Played on a lot of his songs. I forget his name. He was really good. I just wonder if they were influenced by Joy Division. This song, um, when coming up with that middle part. I just wonder. What the hell? What do you think out there? You think I'm crazy? Well, what do you think? And before you like start throwing tomatoes virtually through, and say no way, just I would ask just to listen to the song again, and then and listen to that Billy Idol's Eyes Without Face, and especially that middle part, and just tell me if you think I'm crazy. Anyway, I think I am crazy anyway, but I don't know if I'm really that far off with this one, and whether they did it intentionally or not. It's fine. It's just that's what happens, right? When you hear music, you make connections, and you're like, oh, I wonder, and everything else. Anyway, so let me get into the information. Grell, Greil, Marcus has a chapter on this song in his book, The History of Rock and Roll in 10 Songs. According to Marcus, in quotes, transmission is not an argument. It's a dramatization of the realization that the act of listening to the radio is a suicidal gesture. It will kill your mind. It will rob your soul. That's fascinating. Wow. Yeah. I would say that about television, right? And I would actually say social media. You ever go on Twitter or other stuff like that? That will kill your mind too. Just too much noise, too much everything. And I guess at that time it was kind of sort of comparable, right? Like radio, like we didn't have cell phones, we didn't have the internet, we just had radio and TV, and all the talking heads and noise and stuff like that on radio. Um, So, because I don't know if he would be singing about the music that he's hearing on the radio. I think maybe a lot of the news and stuff like that. I don't know. That's just my guess. Um, so Marcus also quotes the band's bassist Peter Hook about the importance of the song. So this is Peter in quotes. We were doing a sound check at the Mayflower in May, and we played transmission. People had been moving around, and they all stopped to listen. I realized that was our first great song. No doubt. That's cool to hear. Yeah, that's when they knew, huh? Must have been an amazing, amazing moment. In May 2007, New Musical Express magazine placed Transmission at number 20 in its list of the 50 greatest indie anthems ever. Wow. Um, One place below Love Will Tear Us Apart. In 2016, Pitchfork, Pitchfork placed Transmission at number 10 in its list of the 200 best songs of the 70s. Yeah, Transmission has been cut. Look at this. Look at all the bands and artists who have covered this song. Um, Covered by Low, covered by Bauhaus, right? That's Peter Murphy. Bella Lugosi's dead. In a Party System, The Weather Station, Girl in a Coma, and Hot Chip. And on the 2009 War Child charity album, Heroes. That's by Hot Chip, I believe. It was played by the Smashing Pumpkins on their Adore tour in 1998. I was gonna be like, wait a minute, what? My eyes. With performances of the song usually lasting for 15 to 25 minutes. Oh man, that must have been a trip. Because I could see this, right? Really just being extended. It just because it doesn't have like a lot of chords in there, right? It definitely allows for space and open up. You could just do so much. You could put so much in there and make it interesting during all that time. Absolutely. I could definitely imagine that. Um, it was also covered by the cast of Control, a biographical film about the life of Ian Curtis. Okay, I've got to check that out. And it's just a list goes on of bands and artists that have covered this song. Okay, let me get into the lyrics here. Um, Courtesy of genius.com. Let me see if there's any contributors saying anything else about the song, the band. No, just the lyrics. So here we go. Radio. Radio. Live transmission, radio, live transmission. I won't do that the whole entire time. I just, it's so catchy. It's in my head right now. He really is. I'm not trying to make fun of him. He's an amazing singer. It's just so catchy, and his voice is really unique. I love that sort of that low, that baritone. He has such control of his vocals again in this. Again, not to say he doesn't in other songs, but just comes in so forceful and confident, just boom. Um, Listen to the silence, let it ring on eyes, dark gray lenses, frightened of the sun. We would have a fine time living in the night, left to blind destruction, waiting for our sight. So that's verse 1. Verse 2, and we would go on as though nothing was wrong and hide from these days. We remained all alone, staying in the same place, just staying out the time, touching from a distance, further all the time. And then it's just dance, dance, dance to the radio, dance, dance, dance to the radio. And then verse 3, well, I could call out when the going gets tough. The things that we've learned are no longer enough. No language, just sound. That's all we need to know to synchronize. Okay, because he just sang before about how to dance, dance, dance to the radio, right? So the radio is not annoying, right? The radio is not dumbing them down at that point. They're using the radio, the music from the radio, to like get their relief. Just dance. And so I think that's what they're saying here. No language, no speaking, talking. Just give us the music. That's all we need to synchronize love to the beat of the show, and we could dance. And is that it? And then the chorus: dance, 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 dance to the radio. Yeah, that was brilliant. And then is there? Nope, that's it. And then it just sort of takes that out. So cool lyrics, amazing song. This is going on the Into the Music playlist that I am putting together right now. It'll come out in a couple of weeks, end of January. And yeah, I'm going back to this a lot. So tell me what you think about this song. Um, why do you love the song? Why do you think it's not as good as I think it is? What should be that next Joy Division song? And in the meantime, I wish everyone a great rest of the day, and I hope to see everyone on the next episode of Into the Music.